Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. My name is Post Kuchki, and today we're going to be looking at some Naruto Storm Connections information. Now, I will be honest, a lot of these update videos and these leak videos are almost similar in a sense because a lot of them have been centered around characters that have been leaked through data and essentially just data mining. You know, people going through source code and figuring some of this information out. And I'm just sharing it to you because I think you should be privy to it, especially for people who are just generally interested in this kind of information and the game itself. So today we're going to look at a tweet that was from Ninja Storm Co. That was on March 19th, so I'm a little late on this, but he released a piece of information that looks like a document that was screenshotted, and it states that these are temporary results of source data extraction for Naruto x Boruto Ultimate Ninja Storm Connections. And obviously this includes some characters that could be added in the future. But just to name off a few, we have Indra, Ashura, Hogoromo, Menma, Naruto Baryon, Boruto Kama, Kaoki, Konohamaru Sensei, Shikadai, Chocho, Ishiki, Yura Ishiki, Jigan Delta, Boro, Kashin Koji, Kurenai, Anko, Chojuro, Kurosuchi. There is a plethora of names on here, and what's really nice about this list, however, is that this is a list that I think people will be happy with, especially looking at the game for what it is, and a lot of the comments that I've been receiving on my videos. A lot of the characters that people really want are actually on this list. I'm just hoping and I'm praying that this list actually comes to fruition whenever the game finally releases. Now, another piece of information that's also really important to know is that apparently in the month of April that there will be a new trailer dropping. They stated that this second trailer will last twice as long as the first. CC2 has big surprises in store for us. There's a brand new mechanic that should be announced as well, and several gameplay passages featuring new characters. However, Bandai has not yet validated a date for the month of April. What's also really interesting is that obviously right now, you know what? I don't want to say that it's a coincidence, obviously, because everyone has their own IP and there's always, you know, games being worked on at the same time, regardless of it being under the same studio, on the same developers, same brand, anything like that at all. It is not always, sometimes they're coincidence and sometimes there's not, but I always like to leave that up in the air for the people to really believe that. But right now, obviously there's information from Bandai and for the past few weeks now for Tekken 8. And recently they went ahead and they dropped some information regarding Lars Alexandersson. And in this post, Bandai Namco says, did you know Lars Alexandersson is a playable character in Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 2? The funny thing with this is that with them saying that, does this mean that Lars is coming back to the Naruto franchise in terms of a character in a game? We don't know, but it'll be interesting to see, considering that even though in Storm 2, for me personally, I didn't use Lars too much, but I know that a lot of people enjoyed the character, especially with the design that he had in the game. What's also really funny is that in the video for Lars, if you haven't watched the announcement trailer for Lars Alexandersson, he does an alt that's also similar to the alt that he does in Naruto Storm 2. Now, hear me out. I've never really played Tekken like that as far as seeing Lars. I'm going to assume that the moveset that Lars has in Storm is also coming from Tekken. But at the same time, I could also look at it as there had to be some form of implication on how Lars plays in Storm that's a lot different from Tekken, considering that they're not the same engine. I look at that as far as what they implemented for Lars in this Tekken 8 trailer is similar to what he did in Storm. And it's really nice to see that they kept the character true to that. And again, this is coming from someone who hasn't played this character in Tekken, so I apologize for any Tekken enthusiast that sees this and they're like, yo bro, we get it, this nigga was already in here, don't even trip. I'm like, okay, cool, relax. Yeah, that's all the information I really want to go ahead and share with you guys today. There really isn't too much going on at the moment. Of course, when that trailer drops, we're going to be looking at it, we're going to be trying to scan as much as we can that we can see that's different from this and most of the other games that have come out in the past. And at the same time, I think it's really nice to see that, again, we have a Naruto game that's in rotation on social media that we get a chance to speak on in a way that we're able to speak on it right now as content creators. And as always, thank you for being a real one, for staying for the majority of this video and just hear me blabber about Naruto Storm Connections. I know you guys are getting a little tired of it, but hey, that's cool. The game is coming out soonish, maybe. Who knows? Anyways, like the video, leave a comment down in the comment section, give me your thoughts on Lars Alexandersson possibly coming to Naruto Storm Connections, and as always, stay safe.